If your winter lo-fi beats sound cold, thin or too clean, here's the secret. You don't need more plugins, you need the right kind of warmth. In today's episode, I'll tell you why a little mud, soft transients and cozy textures can really completely transform your mix.
You're listening to the Lofi Music Academy podcast, your go-to space for all things lo-fi. Sit back, relax, and let's dive into the world of lo-fi music production.
Hi, and welcome to the Lofi Music Academy podcast. I'm Spencer J, your guide through the chilled out, atmospheric world of lo-fi beats. Today we're diving into something that every producer tries to nail at some point, especially when the days are getting shorter, the lights get softer, and the doors suddenly feel like little creative fireplaces. We're talking about that warm and fuzzy mix. You know, that mix that makes you feel like you're in a warm blanket. And today I'm going to walk you through how to shape your lo-fi tracks so they feel cozy, nostalgic, and pleasantly warm, without turning them into muddy, muffled messes. So grab your favourite drink, light a candle if you're feeling in the mood, and let's build that winter mix together. Okay, so let's be clear about something right away, because when I say warm, some people immediately think, oh cool, I'll just grab a low pass filter on the whole track and call it a day. But that's not what we're talking about here. Warmth is not the same thing as dull. Warmth is a feeling. It's the emotional softness in the mix. It's the round edges instead of sharp ones. It's a sense that your music is happening in a small, cosy space instead of a cold, clinical room. And honestly, a warm mix isn't created by just using one plugin. It's built through small, tiny decisions, tiny ones that build up quietly over time. Think of it like layering blankets one on top of each other. Each one isn't much use by itself, but as you stack them together, suddenly the whole room feels completely different. That's the kind of mindset that we're stepping into here today. The first thing I want you to think about and imagine is the physical space where your beat lives in. Winter lo-fi doesn't live in big, echoey halls. It doesn't live in giant cinematic rooms. It lives in small, warm corners. Imagine a tiny living room with carpets, pillows, blankets, everything absorbing that sound. The room is soft, muted, mellow. So for your mix, that usually means shorter reverbs, gentle room reflections, and very subtle ambience. But the important thing is the feeling. Your track should feel close, intimate, like the listener is sitting just a few feet away from the instruments. And when you get that right, your music instantly becomes wintry, even before you start EQing a single thing. Let's move on to something I think is massively overlooked in winter lo-fi style mixes, and that's soft transients. Winter doesn't sound sharp, there's no harsh snap, and there's no piercing bite. Think about being outside when it's snowing. Everything is softened, sounds quieter, the world feels kind of padded. Your mix should reflect that, so instead of super clicky kicks and aggressive snares, start rounding those off. A little transient shaping and a touch of saturation, and suddenly your drums will sit back in the pocket of the mix, instead of poking out like icicles. Softening transients is basically like putting a warm scarf around your drums. It's really subtle, but it changes everything in the mix. Now let's talk about the top end of your mix. Winter lo-fi mixes almost always have softened highs, but they're not missing completely. There's a big difference. Think of a warm, cozy filter. It's not blocking the high frequencies completely. It's just taking the brightness out. It's a bit like a candle replacing a fluorescent light. So instead of how low can I low pass this, a better question probably is how soft can I make the highs feel while still keeping the clarity. That tiny mindset shift turns a dull track into a warm one. And now you're not removing detail, you're smoothing the detail out. And your listener can really hear the difference. Okay, so this is the part where most people are going to look at me a bit strange as it goes against the grain, because most advice online says cut all the mud is bad, kill the mud. And sure, in some genres that's true, but in winter lo-fi style mixes, a little mud is part of the charm. Think about your winter clothes. When you bundle up, you're a bit puffier, a bit heavier. Everything has layers, and your mix works exactly the same way. A tiny bit of low mid-weight in the right places makes your track feel thick, cosy and warm. It's like adding a blanket to the mix. You don't want chaos and you don't want everything overlapping. But you also don't want a perfectly clean, clinical, surgical low mid, because that really doesn't sound like Winter at all. The trick is to balance the comfort with the clarity. Now let's talk about everybody's favourite thing, and that's glue, because Winter mixes need a lot of cohesion, not compression to flatten the track, and not loudness, not punch, but glue. The feeling that everything is happening in the same cosy environment. This can be a shared reverb, a tiny bit of bus saturation, a gentle mix bus compressor, something that's consistent with the tonal shaping. Basically, you're giving the track one finer winter coat, that thing that pulls everything together before you step out into the cold. Glue makes your mix feel intentional, creates that single moment in time vibe that lo-fi is known for, especially winter style lo-fi. Let's talk about texture, because if there's one thing that screams winter, it's that soft, subtle bed of sound underneath everything. It could be vinyl crackle, tape hiss, a gentle wind rumble, a faint room tone, or the fireplace crackling, whatever fits your vibe. But here's the key. These textures shouldn't feel added to the track. They should feel part of the track, almost invisible, almost subconscious. Like the sound of a room you're already sitting in, it's familiar, comforting and real. Too loud and it becomes annoying. Too quiet and it disappears. You want it somewhere in that magic space where you feel it more than you hear it. So when we put all these techniques together, the softened highs, the gentle transients, the small cosy room, the little bit of mud, the glue, the textures, what you end up with is a mix that doesn't just sound warm, it feels warm, and that's the goal. Winter lo-fi is about emotional mixing. You're not just shaping frequencies, you're shaping an atmosphere, a mood, a moment. You're building a little cabin inside your door and inviting the listener in. And if you can get them to feel something, that calm, safe, cosy feeling, then you've really done your job perfectly. Okay, so that wraps up this episode of the Lofi Music Academy podcast. And I hope it's given you some ideas that the next time you're mixing a winter beat, remember, it's not about rules. It's not about perfecting your settings. It's all about intention and emotion and letting the mix wrap around the listener like a blanket. If you enjoyed this episode, please consider subscribing, leaving a review or sharing it with fellow music producers who might find it useful. Until next time, keep creating, stay inspired, and remember, it's all about the vibe. Take care and see you in the next episode.
Thanks for tuning in to the Lofi Music Academy podcast. If you're ready to start making lo-fi music and want to go even deeper, grab your free guide. Discover the 6 essential steps to create a release-ready lo-fi track from scratch. Whether you're using budget gear in your bedroom or a small home studio, this guide will help you get that polished, dreamy lo-fi sound you're after. Just go to www.lofimusicacademy.com. Until next time, keep creating those laid-back vibes, and don't forget to subscribe for more lo-fi tips and tricks.